What's going on, TJ Fitness Daily News Reviews, and together with me finally on the channel is KAGED Muscle Kasein. Yeah! Listen people, I'm gonna take you through the label of this baby here. This is not your grandma's casein protein. No, it's not. Then I'm gonna take you through my personal experience using this one. I am like half tabbed through this thing. Then right towards the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my final verdict, should you care. Let's get right into it. Okay, so listen guys, KAGED Muscle. Listen, you gotta love KAGED Muscle, just like you gotta love NutraBio. I mean, not everything these guys would do would be perfect as far as, let's say, flavor and stuff like that, but as far as quality, as far as what these companies like KAGED Muscle bring to the table, you have to respect it. These companies just go all the way. They don't save on expenses, and by the way, that's why most of the time their products are gonna be on the higher end as far as pricing, but you're gonna get the best ingredients, the best formulations, and very well thought of labels. Not just, hey, I'm gonna throw stuff into a can or a bottle and I'm gonna sell it to you. Anyway, interestingly enough, KAGED Muscle doesn't have like a pure protein product until now. They're actually coming soon with an isolate protein. But this one, Casein, was one of the first proteins that came into the market. I reviewed Re-Caged here on the channel. I'm gonna link to it here, which is their post-workout protein isolate formula, but it's protein isolate plus a couple of other things around it. This one, Casein, is their casein protein, micellar casein protein. Most of the time you would hear people talk about casein protein as a nighttime protein. The reason is that, you know, whey protein or whey protein isolates, they digest really fast into your body, and the premise here is that when you're during the day, post-workout or pre-workout, and you want something that's gonna go right towards your muscles, it's gonna get digested really fast, boom into your muscles to increase muscle protein synthesis, that's where you get like whey protein or whey protein isolate, which are fast digesting. Micellar casein protein or casein protein, the premise is that it digests really slow into your body. Basically up to 8 hours it takes to digest. Now why would you care? So the original thought process was that during night you're getting catabolic, you're basically fasting for, let's say, 7, 8 hours, 6 hours, for however long you don't eat and sleep. So casein protein is supposed to continue that muscle protein synthesis and continuously trickle protein into your body, into your muscle, to increase recovery and continue the muscle building effect. Anyway, that's the premise behind casein protein, generally speaking. Listen people, let's get into the label here. What's different about casein protein by KAGED Muscle? Couple of things. First, this is micro pure isolate casein. Listen, I think this is one of the only ones out there. Micro pure means that this is the purest version of casein protein you're gonna get. Then, yeah, and that goes all the way from the type of milk that they use, all the way through the microfiltration process, all the way. You're gonna get 25 grams of that micro pure isolate casein protein. Actually 24 grams, sorry. Then on top of that, what these guys did, they added coconut oil, and that's supposed to come together with the protein. It's supposed to slow the absorption of the protein in your body while you sleep. So so what they claim here is up to 7 hours for the protein to get fully digested in your body. So anyway, long story short, just to summarize the label, you get micro pure isolate protein, no artificial coloring, no artificial flavors, mostly naturally sweetened, micro pure. There's no digestive enzymes here, because usually you put digestive enzymes like they have in Re-Caged, is because whey protein or isolate protein needs to get digested really fast in your body, so you want to help it get there. Actually here, you don't want it to get digested really fast in your body, you want it to prolong. Anyway, let's try together now. I've been trying this for the last couple of weeks, but we're gonna try together. I do want to show you how this thing mixes and talk about flavor, because if you've used casein protein before, you know that to a large extent they're gritty, they're not fun to drink, and they have a big problem in like mixing really well. So I want to show you what we're talking about here. So they said to mix it with 8 to 12 ounces. I have about 10 ounces. One thing that I do want to show you is that the powder is so thin. I mean, obviously you can't see it in the camera now, but I can tell you it is such a thin powder. Unbelievable for a casein protein. Like you touch it, it just, the downside of it it's gonna stick to your hand just like it does with mine now. So this is how it would look like after you touch it. This is how powdery it is. Very thin. So this is the scoop size, right? So the scoop size is... Ooh. So you see? The powder is all over the floor because this is so thin. So scoop size is 36 grams, right? Okay, I'm gonna shake it. Now, casein, again, usually will be thicker, right? The problem is that casein proteins, just like I mentioned, they don't mix really well. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, enough said, right? It looks like a milkshake and it mixed perfectly. There's no clumping, there's no nothing. It is just perfect. Okay, so flavor, milkshake vanilla. So listen, here's the thing. The powder mixes in really beautifully. There's a bit of, you still feel a bit of the powder when you drink it, but very, very little. I would say this is the best mixing casein protein I have ever tried myself. Maybe there's something better out there, I just didn't try it. As far as mixability, as far as the flavor, it is a very gentle vanilla flavor. It's actually more like a vanilla ice cream. And as far as the texture itself, it is super creamy, but not thick. It's creamy, but not thick. So I would say this, as far as flavor, I would say for a vanilla shake, naturally sweetened, right? So mostly naturally sweetened. And for a casein protein, this is probably as good as you can get. If you like vanilla, you're going to enjoy this. If you like vanilla, you're going to enjoy this. I hate vanilla and I'm enjoying it. So for a casein protein, I had better vanilla in my life. But for a casein protein, this is one of the best I had and the texture is amazing. Anyway, let's talk about my personal experience using this. So I've been using this during nighttime and during the day, and let me tell you why. In nighttime, I really like the fact, I mean, forget even muscles keep getting protein during the night because you're getting all catabolic and shit. Put that aside for a second. I really like the fact that I wake up in the morning and I can go to train and I'm not hungry. I really like it. So I train fasted in the morning most of the time. And sometimes after like 6-7 hours of sleep and then 2 hours or 3 hours before that of not eating, I just wake up super hungry. Super hungry, and it actually bothers me during my workout sometimes. So I like the fact that I take this about 2 hours before I go to sleep. So I sleep usually 5 to 6 hours. So that's just about time. So I wake up in the morning and I'm just not hungry. And I love that part. Which brings me to the second use case I've been using casein protein. Because it's so easy on the stomach and I have zero side effects. This is actually, by the way, only 1% lactose in this. Which again, for a casein protein, it's amazing. It's also non-GMO, you know, all the highest quality shit. Highest quality. But anyway, it's only 1% lactose for a casein protein. That is freaking amazing. Because it's an isolate casein, it's not just casein. So I just love the fact that I have zero side effects from it, so I can take it during the day. And the reason I take it during the day is because it keeps me full. So I don't want to eat more. So I would say this is a cutting protein. I really like it as a cutting protein. You know, like when you drink a protein like an isolate, like a regular isolate or a protein shake, it doesn't fill you up. You don't feel full. You want to eat because it's a drink. This one actually, you drink it, let it sit a bit, and then it just keeps you full. You want to eat less. So for me personally, that has been part of the effects and part of the upside. I really like it. And again, like the fact it's a casein protein and I can take it during the day without like getting bloated and feeling all the lactose shit because it's in an isolate. I really like that fact. I really like it. Listen, as far as pricing, it comes in these 4 tubs. It comes in these 4-pound tubs. 4-pound tubs. It has, let me tell you, 50 servings. 50 servings. It retails for $55, but you know, we're Fitness Deal News, so we hunt deals, we find prices. I'm gonna link to the product page on our site so you can compare prices from all over the web and find the best price. We can find it with a 20% off. We found some crazy ass deals where you have like buy 2 get 1 plus 20%, stuff like that, where you can get this for like $35 a tub. But listen, forget it. Assume you're paying the 50 bucks for 50 serve. This is the best quality casein I have ever had. So I just added to the list of Caged Muscle products I really like. Listen, people, if this video was helpful in your casein and anti-catabolic protein decision-making process, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is exactly what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy. And if you want to save money on casein protein, Caged Muscle, or anything fitness, you know where to go, right? We compare prices, we hunt deals, we don't sell anything, we just help you save money.